Now then, people, it's Joe, All Leeds TV. I've just got home. It's 12:30, 25 to 1. I wanted to get the video out there. So pumped after today. Obviously, we have a lot of followers from Argentina and stuff as well, so I know they'll be able to view it at a better time. If you're watching this tomorrow, you know how great was that last night. Just a mint performance from start to finish. I was at the ground. I seen a couple of Leeds United development ladies. Jess said I'd give you a shout out. Also, we met up with the Football Republic. They're doing a documentary on Marcelo Bielsa, so they asked us to get involved. So me and Oscar got involved for that as well, and that was unreal. You know, we've had some good news. Brummy Joe's getting involved, so he's going to be doing a piece with Conor. The Ramblings of the South Stand and his South Stand synopsis. His video's up now. It's had a lot of traction. Thank you very much for that. Hopefully this will get the same. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. And as I said, there's just a lot of stuff going on in the pipeline. We're getting a lot of positivity. We reached 2,000 subscribers as well, so thanks very much for that. But just before I begin on the game, I do want to say, I did say that when Preston would come to us in the league, we would beat them comfortably, and I was proved right. It was 3-0. You know, it could have been 4-5-6, if I'm being totally honest. We were just amazing from start to finish. In the first half, they did look pretty dangerous on the counter at times, 2 or 3 times where, you know, there was just Cooper and Janssen. I thought, okay, if this continues, they might, you know, get an opportunity. If you look back to in the Carabao Cup where their player, I forget his name, where he sort of skinned Shaughnessy. Obviously, we've got Cooper and Janssen. Shaughnessy's not on their level. But that didn't happen. We ran riot and we won 3-0. Absolutely buzzing for Tyler Roberts. A lot of people were calling for his head. I said so in the Monday comments and I said so in the game. You know, he had opportunities. He needed that match fitness. He got that today. You know, that the first goal that he scored, Phillips plays a wonderful little ball over the top. Roberts gets on the end of it. He takes his time this time. It wasn't like the Millwall where he snatched at the header. He takes his time. He has a touch and he lifts it over the keeper. Absolutely unreal finish. For the second as well, just as that ball comes across from Click, it's just, it has to go the opposite way. Back across goal, and it's, you know, the keeper's not going to save it. And as it goes across, that's what we're all thinking, and that's what he did, just cushioned it back across goal. I want to dive more, I mean, Samuel Saiz, what a performance. He was unreal from start to finish. I don't know if it was the fact that Preston weren't on him as much as, say, Millwall and Burrowers, but he just seemed to be able to get the ball at will. He was absolutely unreal. And Bielsa's come out and said, like, to a man really, Cooper, there was a few dodgy passes in the early stages, you know, them crossfield left balls that he went a bit wayward, but other than that, he was immense, and he scored, and I love Cooper, so I'm buzzing for him. He's a top captain, top pro, and, you know, he scored a goal, and that's 2 for the season now, I think. Janssen was class, Ayling, Douglas, immense, Phillips again, unreal. You know, the way he breaks up the play, the way his confidence to just pick up the ball from either Janssen and Cooper. He's always in space, he always wants it. And look at the ball, the delicious ball across to Roberts. You know, Alioski, workhorse again. There was times where he was offside again. It's getting a bit of a broken record now, but ultimately, be offside, mate, when we're winning 3-0. I don't care. It's just when them games are tight that, you know, you still need to work on that part of your game for me. Mateus Click, so much better, obviously, in regards to the Millwall, and this is, you can see where Bielsa is changing, because what he'd asked of Click is, let's not be as gung-ho at Millwall. I want you to play a bit more defensive, and that stifled his attacking abilities, and Bielsa said so. Today, that wasn't the case. He was on it again. He played a lovely assist across to Roberts. It was a perfect chip ball. He could have had 2 himself, and should have had earlier on in the season. The first one especially, where he's through on goal, you know, he should finish that. But yeah, he was immense. Jack Harrison was unreal. Could have had his second goal of the season when he hit the post. The ball from Saiz, that little passage of play, and the little daisy cutter from Saiz to play Harrison in was absolutely unreal. And, you know, on a different night, you know, 4, 5, let's say. Click should have had 2. Harrison hits the post and we score 3. So 4, 5, 6 isn't that crazy, you know. We were just unreal again from start to finish. We've now opened up a gap. Yes, it is early, but it's 3 points, you know. Brentford drew 1-1 at Ipswich. Borough play tomorrow. You know, we've got Birmingham at home on Saturday. It's going to be an even bigger atmosphere. Saturday football is unreal at Ellen Road, especially the atmosphere, how it is in the minute. You know, the noise was unreal again. You know, Preston, I get it's on TV and that, but they seem to have brought more in the cup than they did in the league, which was a shame. So, you know, I know the Talking Shut boys were on about it earlier, saying about ticket pricing and stuff. I would much prefer, like they said, I'd much prefer if it means we're going to get a better atmosphere that we reduce them, especially when it's on Sky and that. But anyway, that's for another day. But all in all, it was just an unreal performance. Absolutely over the moon for Roberts. Like, when he scored that second, I was absolutely buzzing. You know, so many people in the comments said, you know, he's not good enough, he's not at that level. But you don't get in them sort of positions that he did in Millwall if you know, you're not decent. Some even said Ekuban, some even said J. Roy Grotz. I've heard it mentioned. That's crazy talk, you know. Ekuban, I suppose he did have a lot of opportunities, but he just ran around a bit like a headless chicken. J. Roy Grotz, whenever we've seen him, he just didn't do note, really. But, you know, Roberts in that game had 2 free opportunities against Millwall. And we said before that if that's Roof, they go in the back of the net tonight. And I said before the game, this is a frustrating thing. I said Roberts would get a brace. My brother phoned me after work, asked how the game had gone. I told him Roberts had scored 2. He said, did you back it? You know what I mean? It's just, you should always go where you go. I just had a feeling he'd score a brace. But I did say it would be 2-0, 3-0, over the moon. Could have been more. Just absolutely class, and I guess you're all the same as me, and nothing can stop us now. You know, I made probably on the documentary that the guys are doing on Bielsa, I probably made some outlandish claims. You know, like I think Oscar had said, you know, about Bielsa sticking around if we don't get top 6, top 2. For me, I can't see us not getting promoted, and I stand by that. You know, I know it's early, it's really early in these comments. You know, these statements may come back to bite me, but, you know, at the minute, I look at the teams that we're up against, I look at, you know, what's ahead, and I just can't see us getting beat. I know Preston haven't been great, but they're a good side, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say they're a bad side, but then again, you look back and see who we've played. We've played Stoke, we've played Derby, you know, we played Borough, Norwich, we played Norwich beat Borough. You know, it is like that division. Obviously, Brentford seem to be up there this season. West Brom's going to be tough. You know, we need to see what we're like then, I guess. But I'm just so happy. You know, my voice is gone, as you can tell. I'm so tired. But I just wanted to get this out there for you, and just over the moon, you know. I do just want to call out as well, obviously, after the Preston game in the Carabao Cup, I did say that, you know, when they come and get us in the league, it will be a different team, and we'll see what they're about at that stage. And to be fair, I thought the team would be a lot stronger than what it is. Obviously, we're still without Hernandez, we're still without Roof, you know, Berardi. These players are out of the team that normally would have started. Obviously, Harrison's been class since the Borough game, unreal. Roberts, again, class. But yeah, I made these statements, and like, I just want to shout out, because I guess they will be watching, because they'll know about Ollie King. Why are you so confident of beating Preston comfortably in a few weeks? We made 7 changes as well. You know, we have a good squad. You have a good squad, but you got beaten. I said you'd get beat. Also, Benjamin Etchells, you're getting confident. See you in a few weeks. Teams like Preston, so I must have said, oh, teams like Preston. Why do we always have... And then he goes on to say about players being sent off. You didn't get a man sent off tonight, though. And then he also says, can't wait for the traditional Christmas meltdown, and I'm going to steal that bloody bucket in a few weeks. Well, how did that go for your son? Oh! Because, as I say, we absolutely romped home today. You know, even coming home, listening to TalkSport, and people are talking about West Brom, they're talking about Brentford. Still, no one wants to talk about us because the media don't like the fact that Leeds are doing well, and that's a fact. I don't care what you say, it is true. But we are back. We are, you know, let's just carry on riding that wave. I'm just so happy, man. And, you know, it could be our time, could be. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it could be our time, and I pray that it is our time. But, you know, for all them that didn't get the opportunity to watch, make sure you watch the highlights. At times it was unreal. It was lovely. lovely football, and you know, we've got Saturday to look forward to now as well. Birmingham at home. Much of the same, please, Bielsa, and Bielsa we trust. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.